Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to install a drill bit tightly to prevent it from falling out. This will be a simple tutorial, so let's get right into the video, okay? Now, installing a drill bit is actually really easy to do. You know, you just put it in place and then you go like that and you're good to go. But installing it tightly to prevent it from falling out is a different story. There's a couple of little tricks that I need to show you about. And I said that this would be an easy tutorial, but it'll also be a full tutorial because I'm gonna show you how to do it with this drill and tell you about some tricks that work with other drills as well. Because this drill doesn't have a certain feature, but many other drills do have this feature. So I'll sort of explain everything. So it'll be an easy tutorial, but also a full tutorial as well. So anyways, enough blabbing on. Essentially, the first thing that you want to do is look at the chuck and you want to see and make sure that it's open enough that the drill bit will fit in there, okay? Now, the drill bit is going to go in with one direction. You're not going to put the drill bit side in there. You're going to put sort of the rounded or hexagon side in there that's meant to be gripped onto, not meant to sort of drill into things, okay? Or do whatever it is that your drill bit does. And make sure it fits in there, which it does. Now, if there's a lot of space, okay, you don't want to tighten it right away because you want this to be centered. So I'll tell you what you're going to do, okay? You're going to hold the drill bit in place and you're going to turn your chuck clockwise when you're looking at it like this. If you turn it clockwise, watch what happens. That gap becomes smaller. If I turn it counterclockwise, the gap becomes bigger with those teeth in there, okay, with those grips in there. So essentially, I want to place the drill bit in there, centered, and I'm going to start turning it, okay, clockwise until it's quite tight, but not tight enough. So as you can see right now, it's gripping it, right? But it is not 100% tight because I can still take it out. But what this means is that I can actually get it in there and I can make sure it's centered. So make sure it's centered, okay? As you can see, it's perfectly centered. You want to make sure your drill bit is also perfectly level, perfectly flat, perfectly plumb, whatever you want to call it, okay? And it's centered in between those grips. When you're at this point, what you want to do is turn it to the point where it's pretty tight, okay? So you can see right now, I turned it to the point where it's pretty tight. And then to make sure that your drill bit is in there tightly, you're gonna turn it a little bit more. So watch how much more I'm gonna turn. If I take my hand right here, just a little bit more, like I swear is maybe 1/8 of an inch more. That 1/8 of an inch, believe it or not, makes the difference between gripping that drill bit tightly and that drill bit falling out all the time. So right now, this drill bit is in here. It is gripped really, really tightly. This part would probably not fall out even if I was using it for hours. It's that tight of a grip. Now, a little trick for other drills, not this drill does not have this feature, but for other drills, is when you've tightened it all the way, okay, you can take your chuck and you can turn it back just a touch and it'll click once and that will supposedly lock the drill bit in place. There's a lot of skepticism as to whether it works or doesn't work. I watched a video explaining that it might work, right? From what I've seen, I've tried it out with my dad's drill because his drill has that feature. It seems to work, but I can't speak to every single drill, but try that out. Turn it back just like one click after it's fully tight, and that one click will lock it in place, okay? Supposedly. And from what I've seen, it does work, at least with my dad's drill, but I can't speak to every drill. Right now, it's in here tightly. I would never have trouble with this falling out, okay? Yeah, that's basically it. And then once you get better at it, I'm gonna take it out now. As you can see, like it's in there tightly. Just give me a second, there we go. Like I wasn't exaggerating. Like my hand is red, literally, so it's in there tightly. Once you get better at it, right? You know, I'm gonna loosen up. What you can do is just do it while pushing the button slowly. So I can put my drill bit in there, it's really loose, right? I can push the button while I keep it centered and I hold the chuck and I'm pushing it on forward right now, okay, as you can see, and it now gripped it. Now the thing is, at this point, I can see if it's fully level and fully centered. And if I look at it, it is fully centered in there, right? And then now I can tighten it up with my hand. I do recommend, and it's tightened with my hand, tighten it a little bit more, like I said. There you go. It's not going anywhere, this thing. Now, like I said, the idea here is that you want to keep it centered. You want to tighten it, and then tighten it a little bit more. And make sure it's centered when you're tightening it. That's the key there. And then if you have a drill that has that back off feature, then back it off one little click and you should be good to go. But yeah, truly, that is how to install a drill bit tightly to prevent it from falling out. If your drill bit constantly falls out, this is the video for you. Hopefully I've helped you out. But that's basically it for real now. I think I'm done this video. If you like this video, please be sure to give it. Should I be done? You know what? I do want to say one last thing. You can say, you can tell a lot by a person's drill. If you look at this drill, how worn it is, how weathered it is, right? You know, I've done a lot of work with this drill. Whenever I see a drill that's brand new, I'm like, either A, you've never used it, like you've never done work with it, it's just like a decoration in your garage, or B, you just bought a new drill, which is totally fine. But you can tell a lot by the condition of someone's drill. Like, look, the dirt in here, like you could just tell. And I didn't, you know, I did not like the rubbing off of the numbers. I didn't like stage this or anything. This is legitimately after like multiple renos and so like, I don't know, hundreds of projects that I've done, what the drill looks like. But, and believe it or not, I use my impact driver even more than the drill. But this is usually the thing that gets in the dirt and gets dirty because of just the nature that it is a drill. I use it for all sorts of like, you know, different things, whereas the impact driver is just driving in screws, so it's a lot cleaner of a tool. Anyways, that is really it. If you like this video, should I be done? Yeah, I'm done. That was totally a joke. But I'm gonna remove this because I want to whoa, see, look, it's actually stuck there. It's stuck. That's how tight it is. It's stuck. If you don't believe me, you heard the drill. It wasn't even able to do it. I had to do it by hand. It's stuck. So anyways, I think we are truly done. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.